Oh, God. Are those droppings? No. They're actually filter replacements for the awful PolarNight. I got you. Ha-ha. I am Zeos Pantera, the host of In-Ear Fetish, the terrible comedian of audio, slapstick humor, and sexual gratification. So here we are with a fucking earbud. Earbud. Not in-ear monitor that goes in your ear with all the tips. Look at all the fucking tips. Look, mouse girl. I got all the tips here. No, we're going to hook things onto our ear shapes and hope the fuck that it stays. Which it doesn't for me, raw dogging it. Luckily, these come with these little foam bumpers, so you can get them in red or blue or black. I decided with the red and blue. There's, how many are in here? 4 each. So that should last you a while unless you're dailying them. I find a lot of people get an IEM and they tell me like, yeah, those lasted about 6 months. And I'm like, well, how often did you use them? Every day. Hours. And I'm just like, Jesus, man, take a break. And I understand I've been out of school for like a minute and I don't commute anywhere really. So I guess, but like get 2 or 3 and then just like cheap ones, like $23, the fucking KB ear flash. Get one of those and get something else. And every day swap them out just so it lasts longer. You think I have 1 pair of shoes? I've got like 7 pairs of shoes as a man. You know why? Because I wear 1 pair every other day or every two days in a row, and everything lasts for years and years and years, and you don't break it. Get cheap shit and use them all. So these, how the fuck did we get off that topic? Stop shitting on my fucking mouse. The kittens, you're shitting in the kitten things. It just happened to be a mouse. It worked out. I don't like earbuds in general. That's just a thing. I think the Moondrop Chicones or Chicanes or Chicanes, whatever, I enjoyed those. I still think I still have them. Those are like $300. I don't know the price of these. I'm sure if I go back in my chat with Hi-Fi Go, she would have told me at some point, and I probably forgot. And you know what? We're going to run with it. Because right now, these are on Hi-Fi Go's site for $9.99, because they don't want you to know the price. And we're going to play a fun game together, because when this comes out for patrons, it'll be on Patreon for free. You might be seeing this right now if you've traveled to my Patreon or Subscribe Star. All the videos for IEMs, when I do them ahead of time, are available for free. You don't even have to wait. You have to pay to see them. You can just go there, find a free post, and you can get the links. If you want to go my main channel stuff, that's behind the paywall. That's where all the benefits are, with the yard sale and things. But if you just want to see more IEM reviews now, check it out. Patreon or Subscribe Star. My patrons who are watching this, and anyone else who followed my instructions just now, are still going to see $900 million to buy this. And that means I don't know the price, and you don't know the price. But when this comes out live, which I should be able to release it somewhere like after April 15th, or around April 15th, it might have a price. And I'm going to say right off the bat, because of this weird shit it's doing, because if you didn't notice, this isn't just ear tip, there's this thing behind it. And the thing behind it, you know anything about Awful, the Awful Performer 5, Performer 8, those things all have crossovers and shit. Now, this is a single dynamic, so no crossover, but they decided to add a fucking bass tube, a resonance control channel with resonance control dampening A and resonance control dampening B and resonance channel A and then resonance channel B with a rear cavity resonant volume. So basically they're venting up here behind the actual driver. There's a couple vents, but they're shoving other bits of the thing into the actual structure here, which I've never seen an earbud with like the full IEM back treatment. They're really trying. They're really fucking trying. And then it's going and it's looping around and then it pops out. And these little mouse turds that the poor anime girl squatting in the background, I think she might be AI. I can't quite tell. Her fingers her finger looks a little weird there. I don't know. She's AI. Fuck it. They're right here. These things, are you supposed to replace those, I guess, if they fall out? Because it's not like you're doing it to tune it. They're just replacements. However, and now look, I have a pretty big hands, giggity ladies. There's no one watching that's a woman. It's all right, guys. It's just a little moment we just had together. But this isn't going to be able to be. It's a soft little foam like plug that I got to put into something the size of a mouse's anus. I'm guessing. Please, I didn't look this up. How the fuck on God's earth? I can't even hold it. You want me to install it? This should have come in a syringe, in like a little why'd they give me this? This is a joke. It's a fucking joke. Not even the children on the fucking assembly lines could do this shit. There's no way. There's no way. I can't even get it in the bag. 2-hour-long video because I just struggled to get that in there. So no, mouse poop. It's worth as much as mouse poop. Should have been a little fucking plastic disposable syringe that you could just put it in there and go, and then maybe that would have made sense. The wire. Okay, 2 things about the wire before we get to everything else about earbuds and why I think I hate them. Beautiful, awful. Yeah, I know their fucking name, man. It's never gonna not be funny and stupid. 4.4 variant. So earbuds with a 4.4 on a wire. That is fucking heavy. This could be a headphone cable. It's slightly smaller than a headphone cable would be, but it's got the weight to it. It's got the stiffness to it. Not bad stiffness. Not bad stiffness either. Decent amounts of like stiffness, baby. Again, I make these jokes for when they're not here. Women in the comments, don't say anything because they'll just crowd around you. But I know you're there. The biggest fuck up. Oh God, don't break it now. MMCX. And I don't know if it makes sense in this context because I'm not like earbuds are a thing. And I mean, I would loved beyond the stars of avarice. In fact, do I have the adapter kits? Hold on. Do I have ones that'll do the magic thing I would have liked to have done? You know what? I do. Let me see something. All right, before I go on a fucking rant. See how link to the or he probably won't. He's dumb. Link to these little adapters because the biggest downfall to, by the way, this one literally falls out real easy because I think it is set down a little bit further into the acrylic. So it's just sort of like, whoops, out. So I hate MMCX with a passion. You can buy these adapters so that you don't ever have to use MMCX again. But hold on. They will rotate. So let me see. This is the right ear. Right ear. And then I'm going to put that forward. I'm going to try to put them in like this. Because if this works, this could open up a whole new thing. But here's the thing about the sound of these. They sound very open. They sound airy. They're literally headphones. They're just headphones that keep getting smaller and smaller. They're not quite in your ears, but they get there. Let's pick a wire. Something dumb and expensive, and with this, let's throw magnet with that shape to it. Is that shape going to help us? This is that wild DD Hi-Fi cable. Like they're hot. I don't even think it's that expensive. It's beautiful in all the ways that a cable can be beautiful, but I think it's like under $200. So let's see. I'm going to see if I can fix this right now, live. We do it live. Fuck it, we do it live. So that's, if I could do that, then that. Actually, would the straight ones be better? Would the straight ones be better? Than that? No, we're swapping. We're swapping again. This is it. We're doing it right. So we'll take off the angled ones. I thought I needed the angled ones. Put on the straight ones, which do have positive and negative indicators on the thing. So now we've converted it, which I guess I could just convert it to a full loop around the ear fucking MMCX cable, but nah, screw that. This is much more interesting, and I get to use adapters, and it'll be even better. This one pops in way better. So I'm putting the positives out. I think that's the way this is going to go. Let me get this here. Look, it'll even say the word awful. So positive there. I don't know which side is positive here. As long as you don't fuck up positive and negative, you don't reverse the phase on either side, then you'll be fine. Which I still don't understand how they do. I'm doing, I think, positive up. Okay, here we go. Here we go now. These might be too insanely long, and I may have to put them on MMCX cables to shorten that up. But for now, oh baby, I may have just... This is it. Over-the-ear, in-ear monitor. Well, I guess they're not in-ear monitors. Over-the-ear buds? Holy shit, they're staying! This is the first time they've ever stayed, but there's nothing playing. And now Berlin's Take My Breath Away is playing, but not here. I'm going to plug it in to the reference. Oh, man. I want to run away with Tom Cruise. Okay, so now that they're fitting, and well, they were fitting before, but now they're fitting even better. These probably have some of the better drivers that Awful has to offer. I kind of wish, because they haven't done it. Was the Awful Explorer a single dynamic? Because the Awful Explorer is one of my favorite IEMs. It's like $129, and it blew me fucking away. I feel like this is just the Awful Explorer in a worse design. So if you are a person who is, for some reason, still able to use an earbud that hooks in and doesn't seal, just give it a shot. They're never going to satisfy me. Every fucking earbud that comes across this table from now until the year 2962, when medical fails and they can't keep me alive any longer, when that day happens, I will still not be able to fucking wear earbuds. They don't. They're not the same as wearing like KPH 40s. That's what they're going for. That's what this is trying to be. This is trying to be a headphone. An open back, little lightweight fucking like this. It wants to be this. It wants to touch over your ears, but not seal them and then project sound at it and have you enjoy it. And the thing is, as you get closer to the ear, you need to keep getting smaller and smaller. And so now we're this big. Imagine if this headband just had this hanging on it. That's what they're trying to fucking do. That's what all earbuds are trying to do. And it doesn't work. Because even a pad this small or smaller than this, the stock pads, will completely cover the whole hole on the ear, and I'll get some low end. Also, there's like a 40 millimeter driver versus what is probably a 10. So that's quite a bit more surface area to move air. Like the treble and the mid-range sound amazing on this because it's an open back headphone. But we're talking about bass response that is unresponsive in the 120 hertz range from my just guessing. If I grabbed an EQ and I went 120 hertz down, I don't think I'd hear any fucking difference. As much as they're improving the bass, and I know that using the back chamber here to do that, but there's no seal. I've never put these in my ear and had this whole piece of foam seal into any part of my ear. It's never happened. There's no way to do it. I've tried. I've done it with a mirror. So I'm the worst person to ask about how an earbud sounds. But from what I can tell, from the listening I've got, and knowing the company, and knowing that the Explorers exist, this is going to sound fucking amazing if you can wear earbuds. This is the proof that I can do a review where I only can hear the potential of this because I'm physically incapable of getting these sons of bitches to fit right. And I'd like to, because you know it's a kind of a nice feeling when you don't have something literally jammed into your ear and either filled with silicone or foam and the sweat and the fucking wet. These would just sit there. They would still get exposed to sweat and everything, but it would breathe. That's why I like wearing KPH 40. If I could wear KPH 40s or IEMs for 6 hours a day, I make that decision every time I live stream. I wear fucking KPH 40s, or now I'm switched to the 30 Bluetooths, which last 20 hours. I'm sorry, I know. Headphones on an IEM channel is a faux pas. You don't talk about headphones. They don't exist. Evil, evil, evil. But these aren't really, they're telling you what they're trying to be. These are perfect headphones for a mouse. Look, her ears are the same size. They go bloop, although they're backwards. You got to do the red on the right side for her, obviously. Duh. Bloop. They're mouse size. Your cat wants to listen to fucking headphones. These would be on-ear headphones for a cat. They're not in-ear headphones for humans, at least not for me. But I trust Awful to do wild, crazy shit to make them, try to make them like, oh. And I just have to hope that you guys, if you do get a set and they fit you, and you're one of those people that, like, literally without the foam, there's just a flat spot. Like, I put the thing down and it just slides out. It doesn't do that, like, where you could, like, tuck it in. It's flat. It's 100%. I can put it in there, I have to sit perfectly still, and sometimes it just still just falls out. I'm not designed for these. I ain't built for it, bruh. They're so fucking pretty. And the wire is great, except for the fact it's MMCX, and the one didn't really fit, even from factory. And I could probably get some sandpaper and just go, just take away a little bit, and then it'll click fine. But it shouldn't do that, because we could probably do this with a 2-pin. Anyway, I'm done. Wallpaper, the Wallpaper Horde. Patreon, Subscribestar. Again, if you want to see unreleased IEM reviews, they are free on Patreon and Subscribestar. If you want to see my other reviews ahead of time, those are behind the paywall, and also you get into everything. Your art sales and sound demos. I don't sound demo IEMs, although these are headphones, technically, and I can probably just glue them to my Neumann microphones. Anyway, I'm done. Wallpapers, things. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I'll see what these things cost, and then maybe I'll put them in the art sale. Because I want someone to enjoy them. Because I physically fucking can't. Bad mouse, stop shitting on the table.